Hey everybody, given the current state of affairs right now in this country, being able to protect yourself is very important. So I decided to make a shield and bring you guys along. Alright everybody, here we go. Now for this project, just got a few simple things. Gonna need a jigsaw, regular drill. Then for the mounting, I just got this utility pole, 6 3/4 inch. Now this will be for the actual handle. Got some simple twisted nylon polyester rope, 3/8 inch by 25, and then that's for another project. And I thought about just doing a complete circle, and then you can just use a pivot and a marker or pencil and draw your circle. But I want it to be a little bit bigger, and so I was going to use this paper plate, but that doesn't cut off enough because I want to keep as much of the actual wood to make the shield as big as possible, but I don't want square because I'll explain that later. So I'm going to kind of play around with a couple different ideas of how to do the curves, and I'll bring you guys with me. Alright, so here are the four kind of way I just kind of freehand it. This one here is a little bit bigger, but a little sharper on the curve. And like I said, I'm not an artist. I can't draw a straight line to save my life, so leave me alone about that. This one here is a more shallow and wider. This one is I don't know, and then I don't know. What I'm going to end up going for is this one here, and what I'll do is I'll use this as the template for the other three corners, and this is going to end up getting spray painted so the lines won't matter. I'm sure there's some sort of more scientific, more using architecture to make it nicer, but this is just me messing around with it. So let's get this down on the table here and clamp down, and we'll start with the jigsaw. Now you should have eyes and ear protection. I have eye protection on because I have glasses. There you go. Now, I'll just simply trace this onto the other four corners and go from there. Got some sanding paper here. Man, I gotta work on my lighting. And I'm going to just sand down the edges, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, this is the quote-unquote finished product on the sides and everything. Yes, it's not symmetrical. Like I said, I can't cut a line, can't draw a straight line to save my life. Now, the reason why I didn't want the square is because you want it to be able to deflect. And honestly, I should probably round these edges a little more, especially like these two, the top ones. But for what it's going to be, it's good. Now, the next step is going to be mounting the handle and mounting the rope. So, I'll show you what I'm going to do on that one. This here is going to be the front. Yeah, this is going to be the front. So, put a little front on it. Like I said, I'm going to spray paint this so this won't show up. Now the big thing you have to do is figure out now is where to mount your handles. Because this was a 2x2 square to begin with, I'm just kind of eyeballing it right now. And I want to be able to get my hand in there and be able to hold it up. So I think right about here in the middle and over on the edge, because you want to be able to keep your hand covered. So I think right about here is where I'm going to go. Now, the one problem that I'm already seeing with this is the way I have my hand, this doesn't actually touch the board. My hand is bigger. But you can see my big old knuckle goes beyond these edges. So what I'm going to end up doing is just adding basically some spacers in there. So let me do that and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, one of my big things that I'm always big into is reusing whatever you happen to have around. I don't have any real thin wood right now. But what I do have is plenty of cardboard. So what I'm literally doing is just using some cardboard. And then what I'm going to do, so I did that first one there. I'm going to screw it in first with that one, just to kind of give it a little stability. How big is this? Word of advice, folks. Clean your workbench off. Alright, so this is a half inch board, and these are 1-inch screws. So yes, it's going to be through it, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. At least I don't think. We'll find out here in a little bit. Okay, so that first screw is in. Rotate this around and actually clamp it down. Should have done in the first place, but hey, you know, 'tis what it is. And let me get the rest of these screwed in, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so you can see here, I've got it in, and I can comfortably get my hand underneath there. And literally, it was just a couple pieces of cardboard. Now I'm going to turn this thing around and figure out where is a good spot to hook up for the rope. Alright, got it flipped around. This is about how I'm going to do it. Because I am right-handed, so you want to make sure that you're carrying whatever in your non-dominant hand. Now for me, I'm thinking probably right about here and here. Now a lot of this is just going to be trial and error, playing around with it and making it comfortable for you. This is just me playing around and showing you guys what I'm thinking about doing. So I've just got a 1/2-inch bit here, and I'm going to give it a little drill a hole. And Now, I got 2 holes. And now let's figure out what I'm going to do with the rope. Bring you guys back. Alright, and there you go. Arm. It's in there snugly. Now, I did a couple of really ugly knots on the backside here. These are more just proof of concept to get it working. Now, next thing up is let's paint this. Alright, there is, I guess, the first iteration of this thing. I just literally spray painted it black. This is simply a proof of concept in a way to kind of show you something real quick that you can do. Now this is not meant to stop bullets, obviously. It's only 1/2 inch plywood. It's more meant for rocks, things, projectiles of those sorts, fireworks. Hopefully to glance blows from blunt objects. So take it for what that's worth. I am going to take it in the backyard and shoot paintballs at it, just to see if it would stop paintballs. Use that information for what you want. See you guys here in a little bit. Alright everybody, like my little looter mask here? Anyways, I've got my paintball gun that I did my review on, and gonna be shooting my shield. So here we go. It is unsafe. Nobody safety sallies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 paces, maybe 15 yards. All right, now let me grab the shield and I'll bring it up. All right, so as you can see, solid hits all around. Nothing came through. Now, as I said, this isn't meant for bullets or anything like that. This is meant for rocks, water bottles, things like that. And it just happens to stop paintballs. So, as I said, use that information for what you think, and I will talk to you guys later.